we could probably keep a bunch of economists and modelers working all day long to calculate the supply, demand, and price elasticity of this. I don't think we've ever seen, a 2 to 10x increase in demand combined with a halving and supply in a scarce, desirable asset that people want to hold for a long period of time. So I think we're expecting 2024 is going to be a major bull run for the asset class. We just don't know how far the asset's going to run at this point.
As usual, the price of Bitcoin was a big story. And in 2023, it was good news. Bitcoin is once again the best performing asset class, beating stocks, bonds, and gold by a wide margin. As of today, the price is up more than 150% since the beginning of the year. Michael Saylor, the executive chair and co-founder of MicroStrategy Inc., in a recent Bloomberg interview, highlights the groundbreaking impact of spot Bitcoin ETFs, likening it to the most significant development on Wall Street in 3 decades. He compares it to the creation of the S&P index, emphasizing its potential to revolutionize the Bitcoin market. Saylor predicts a major bull run for Bitcoin in 2024, driven by a unique combination of increased demand following the approval of spot ETFs and a supply shock due to the halving of Bitcoin production by miners. This perfect storm, he believes, will propel Bitcoin to new heights. Furthermore, he explores how MicroStrategy, a major Bitcoin holder, plans to leverage these developments. Saylor discusses their strategy to continue acquiring Bitcoin, using their operations and capital markets to increase shareholder value. He also touches on the new accounting rules by the Financial Accounting Standards Board, which will allow companies like MicroStrategy to fully reflect the volatility of their cryptocurrency holdings, potentially turning their balance sheets into significant assets. So, buckle up as we delve into these groundbreaking insights and what they mean for Bitcoin's future and investors like you. As you watch, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your comments below.
Well, I think you can't really underestimate the significance of the spot ETFs. It's not unreasonable to suggest that this may be the biggest development on Wall Street in 30 years. I mean, the last thing that was this consequential was the creation of the S&P index and the ability to invest in all 500 S&P companies via one trade at the same time. So this is very eagerly anticipated, but most of the money in the Bitcoin market right now is the hodlers and the traditional crypto investors. Mainstream investors, mainstream retail, mainstream institutions have not had a high bandwidth compliant channel to invest in this asset class until these spot ETFs. So I think in January, the approval of the spot ETFs is going to be a major catalyst. It's going to definitely drive a demand shock. And then that will be followed in April with a supply shock because there are about 900 Bitcoin a day available for sale by natural sellers, the miners. And that number is going to be cut to 450 Bitcoin a day in April. So it's a pretty big deal. The ETFs are unlevered and they charge a fee. MicroStrategy is an operating company. So we're fairly unique because we can generate additional Bitcoin via our operations, either via P&L operations or capital markets operations. And we can take advantage of intelligent leverage. Like we can borrow money at 0% interest for many, many years. And we did that with a convert, and then we can use it to buy Bitcoin. So you can really think of the ETFs as like shipping lines, very efficient, long haul, carry a lot of capital. MicroStrategy is more like an airline. We don't have the cargo capacity in our capital structure that a container ship has, but we can go faster and we have higher performance. So we provide you leverage and we don't charge a fee. And so if you can dig into our capital structure, you get comfortable with that. We offer sort of a high performance vehicle for people that are Bitcoin long investors. Well, we will absolutely continue to acquire Bitcoin. Our strategy is to acquire and hold the Bitcoin, and we will acquire it by a variety of different means as long as they're accretive to our shareholders. So our goal is always to find a way to pursue more Bitcoin per share for our shareholders. And sometimes we do it with debt, sometimes we'll do it with equity, sometimes we'll do it with cash flows from the business. And of course, the volatility in the market just creates more opportunities for us as an operating company. And our particular business strategy allows us to harvest that volatility to the benefit of our shareholders. I think fair value accounting is a giant step forward for the industry. And up until now, corporations have had to invest all of their spare treasury reserves in sovereign debt. Sovereign debt normally has a compound annual growth rate of a few percent. The cost of capital for most companies is 10 to 12%. Bitcoin's got a compound annual growth rate of 40+% over the past 4 years, and even higher in the more distant past. So having a digital money like Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset allows you to beat the cost of capital, and it turns your balance sheet into an asset instead of a liability. So we think this is a real game changer for corporations. The fair value accounting guidelines from FASB are just going to be good for the industry in general. They'll provide more transparency, and they'll be good for Bitcoin as an asset class and for Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset for companies that have large cash flows that they want to carry forward.
Investment management giant BlackRock filed an amended S-1 with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, yesterday for its proposed spot, Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund, ETF, bowing to pressure from regulators regarding the fund's creation and redemption model. ETFs can keep their share prices aligned with the underlying asset by creating or redeeming shares in kind, exchanging Bitcoin for ETF shares, or with cash by buying or selling Bitcoin on the open market. The updated filing shows BlackRock giving in to the SEC's demands to exclude in-kind creations and redemptions for its Bitcoin ETF, at least initially. However, the amended filing indicates BlackRock hopes to eventually facilitate in-kind creations pending regulatory approval. The SEC last month reportedly advised companies seeking to launch Bitcoin ETFs to switch to cash creations rather than allowing in-kind creations. BlackRock had originally preferred using an in-kind model, meeting with SEC staff recently to demonstrate how both methodologies could work. The asset manager sees benefits to in-kind redemptions, such as tax efficiency. Other firms with pending Bitcoin ETF applications also switched to detailing cash creations in updated SEC filings last week, including Valkyrie, Invesco, and Galaxy Digital. 2023 marked a tremendous surge in institutional interest, highlighted by BlackRock's application for an ETF in June. There are currently as many as 12 open applications, including those from Invesco, ARK, Fidelity, VanEck, and Franklin Templeton. Although the SEC refused GBTC's application, a court ruled that the SEC's reasoning for doing so was invalid. Even just a rumor of approval in October sent Bitcoin's price skyrocketing. The energy used to mine and secure Bitcoin also saw significant growth, with the mining hash rate up 100% from 240 exahash to 482 exahash year-to-date. The hash rate is the measure of how many calculations per second are required to add another block of transactions to Bitcoin's ledger, an average of once every 10 minutes. Bitcoin continues to leap ahead as the most secure and reliable digital system in the world. Network uptime was 100% for the 14th straight year. 2023 also saw much more widespread recognition that Bitcoin's relationship to energy and the environment is overwhelmingly positive, contributing to electrical grid stabilization and creating economic incentives to mitigate carbon emissions. Looking forward to 2024, one thing that's certain to happen is the next halving, when the new issuance of Bitcoin will be cut in half at block 840,000, which is expected to be mined in late April. Despite growing demand for Bitcoin, the supply added per block will nevertheless be reduced by 50%. This will be the fourth halving in Bitcoin's history. Historically, a bull market has followed halvings. Whether causation or anomaly, it's true until it's not. However, we are incorporating a high probability of a bull market in 2024 and 2025. Do you agree with us on a bull market by next year? Let us know in the comments section if you have an opposing idea. Also, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. Thanks for watching.
Hey Savvy Finance enthusiasts, massive shout out for being the heartbeat of Savvy Finance. Your support has been the wind beneath our wings, and we can't express our gratitude enough. Now buckle up because we've got an exclusive deal just for you. Ever wanted a slice of the action? We're offering a golden opportunity to own part of our YouTube channel's potential future revenue. This isn't just an investment, it's an invitation to be a part of our story. Investing means you're not just an investor, you will be a participant in the future of Savvy Finance. No cheesy lines, just a genuine call to embark on this journey together. But wait, there's more. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, become a Savvy ambassador. Share our videos on every platform, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Your shares amplify our visibility, potentially translating to more views and more YouTube revenue. Here's the kicker. If our viewership increases, we would not be just growing financially. We would be making a tangible impact by spreading valuable financial education. Now the icing on the cake. invest, and you'll score exclusive access to our private Savvy Finance Discord. Here, you can chat with Savvy Finance, swap ideas with fellow investors, and be at the forefront of exciting developments. Click on the link below to register your Gigastar account. You can also find the link to my offering page in the description below. Get your Gigastar account ready, review the offering details, and let's embark on this thrilling venture together. To the incredible Savvy community, thank you for being the backbone of our success. Your journey is my journey, and together, we're creating waves. Cheers.